Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bahashem Racha Kodash. Yahweh being true, almighty, and powerful name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. And his only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Bahashem in the name. Or Bahashem, in the name. Racha Kodash. Alright, is of course Racha being spirit, Kodash is holy. You know that, of course, we got to get through Yahweh Shai, of course, to get to Yahweh. Alright, the Most High. Alright, Yahweh Shai being our mediator. Alright, through, Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bahashem Racha Kodash, all praises is due. Of course, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation, all sincere Achim out there, bursting their lives in freedom to bring out this truth. Alright, and of course to make their call and election sure. Alright, showing their diligence. Brother Mafpa, Great Millstone, playing tables camp. Coming again with another lesson, realization. Alright, to some of you that don't know, the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Why we say that? Because he is, in fact, the deceiver, which the word devil means deceiver. Alright, from the Latin diablos. And of course he is Satan, or Shaitan in Hebrew, alright, which means the enemy or adversary, alright, which he's an enemy and adversary, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, alright. You descend from the 12 tribe of Israel, alright. And of course, since our nation was scattered amongst the heathen, we have Israelites that look like the rest of the heathen, but they actually are of our line, alright, our lineage and such, alright. And this isn't something that you can tell by DNA and all that. This is something by, of course, by faith, alright. You have to have faith, and that, of course, your spirit bear witness that you are the children of the power, alright. In the scriptures, it shows, we are the Israelites, simple as that. The curses are signed, they fit. Alright, and also the scriptures reveal who the devil actually is. Alright, it's the Edomites. Alright, which that's what the actual so-called white men, alright, man goes back to. Alright, those that fit. Alright, simple as that. Which that's the we have the the elite, they fit. You have a lot of many other people that fit that. Alright, but anyway, I don't want to make this too long-winded. We're gonna get right into it. It says the false flags are real. U.S. has a long history of start wars. All right, which the U.S. government is ran by Edomites. All right, which is the so-called white man. All right, Earth is given on hand of wicked. The elites, they rule. They put everybody who you see before you, which are just puppets, in power. And they just do the wickedness, the bitten of the head wicked, right? Rothschild, Rockefeller, and all of them. But anyway, it says the use of the term false flag is often met with raised eyebrows of accusations of conspiracism, but false flags are very real and very present feature of geopolitical politics. All right, Slakia. Which false flags, you're going to, these different events, which we gonna go into it. False flags refers to covert operation designed to deceive. A deception creates the appearance of a particular party being responsible for some activity, disguised the actual source of responsibility. The term false flag originally referred to a pirate ship, and that's basically it. All right, so a false flag is it's a covert operation. All right, it's a deception. All right, and it holds a agenda to bring in, of course, something, which like we say, 9/11 is a false flag, and it brought in a heap of different laws, that were implemented by the government. Just off of that one event, which was orchestrated from within. All right. So anyway, This particular false flag we're claiming that is here, which happened in Syria, in the city of they say Dharma, right, which is a suburb, right? That's you know near Damascus, all right, or a suburb of Damascus. So yeah, the claim was being that that the Syrian president Assad, right, Bashar Assad, he had used poison gas on his citizens for a sheer entertainment value, which is ridiculous, right? All right, like nobody's gonna do that. All right, that's stupid. All right, just to have what U.S., French, and Great Britain bomb you, that's stupid. All right. So, this article goes into a little bit of history of false flags, set up. All right. And it's a lot of different things that America does. Like, say for example, their lies and deceptive. Which in America, we talking about the Edomites. All right. They with the whole claim of with Saddam Hussein in Iraq, saying that they had weapons of mass destruction, and that of course started that war in Iraq. All right. So U.S. has a long history of starting wars, but it goes back to the lies. All right, the Edomites, which are the wicked, and also the sword, speaking on in the Bible. All right. So first of all, we have to establish who the wicked are. The wicked is the so-called white men, which are they go back to the biblical Edomites. All right, they go back to their forefather Esau, Edom. All right, so we get that, and I'll go to Malachi. All right, was it Malachi 1 and 4? All right, so it says here, Malachi 1. I'll start at the top. It says, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Yashala by Malachi. I have loved you, said Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said Yahweh, yet I love Jacob, and I hated Esau. So the Lord, the Most High, he hates Esau. All right, which is the so-called white man. All right, and that's that nation. And he laid his mountains and his heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness. He says, wherein Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. All right, and these damn Edomites, they came out of Caucasus Mountains. Thus they call themselves Caucasian. All right, and they came, of course, back into, they came back, all right, out of that state, when, of course, the Renaissance period came and such. All right, they came and they came, and of course, and they went and started conquering with Christopher Columbus and all of that, different conquistadors, and they of course enslaved the Israelites, which is the Negroes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans. All right, they go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, but anyway, the point is Yahweh Shemeshai is bringing them down right now completely by us, of course, revealing who they are, and that's consuming them. All right, it says, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. All right, so the so-called white man who is Esau, Edom. All right, they're the border of wickedness, so they are the wicked. All right, because wherever they go, there's wickedness. All right. And the people against whom Yahweh Bashimashah, or Yahweh, here in all caps, had indignation forever. All right. So the Lord has a righteous anger for you Edomites. All right, who go about this lying. All right, and you're the sword. Okay. You could go into it. I could get Genesis 7 or 27 chapter real quick. I believe at the 40th or 37th. Yeah, you go into it. Esau, this is your blessing, Esau. Genesis, which is a so-called white man. It says Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou had but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even so, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, which the best things, the best places. You have the blessing. Right now, you got the dominion. So-called white man is ruling. All right, in this kingdom, this is his heaven, and of the dew of heaven from above, and by the sword thou shalt live. All right, by your military might. All right, you're a killer. All right, a sword is a weapon, of course, of death. All right, and thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion that thou shalt break his yoke off thy neck. All right, and the point being, Esau lives by the sword. Okay, simple as that. Going into here now. Back to Psalms 17 and 13. It says, Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is the so-called white man, the nation of Edom. All right, which is thy sword. All right, so the Lord uses the so-called white man. All right, which he is the devil and he is Satan, the physical. All right, on the physical. All right, he is the sword, the so-called of the Most High. All right, so he, of course, goes about. He's the whooping stick for the nation of Israel. All right, he goes about conquering and destroying. Simple as that. It's in his. That's what he's appointed to do. Okay, and to the Most High bring him down, which is going to be very soon. All right, and he's a hypocrite. All right, we're going to go into that term hypocrite. Right, hypocrite. 1200. Hypocrite. It says false pretender to virtue or religion. Okay, so a false, basically an actor. All right, when you go into it in the Greek, hypocrites, it says hypocrites, which means stage actor, pretender, disassembler. All right, and they do hypocrisy. All right, because they claim to be they claim to be doing things, acts of course, and for humanity, but they have a history of destruction, death and destruction of the Israelites and all over the world. Okay, which the point of this article is going into here are 7 times the U.S. used chemical weapons on civilians, which they're claiming that Syria used, Assad used chemical weapons on its own people, which has been yet to be proven to be true. All right. But when, and of course, an orchestra and have carried out a air or a actual attack via, of course, missiles. All right, on airstrike on Syria. All right, at the different 3 sites, research facility, storage facility, and such. All right, it's facility. I believe what's the other one? Where they believe they make or produce chemical weapons. All right, and it's supposed to be a warning, but they have a history, of course, of using chemical weapons on civilians themselves. All right, so here we have here off mirror.co.uk, we have 7 times U.S. using chemicals, and this already been proven here. All right. So it goes on. All weapons are made of chemicals. All people are made of chemicals. Without chemicals, life wouldn't exist. And for some chemical weapons are seen as merciful. It says in 1919, Winston Churchill suggested using them are against the Red Army, telling Parliament, I do not understand why, if they use poison gas, they should object to having it used against them. It says in 1920 on war in Iraq, added, I am strongly in favor of using poisonous gas against uncivilized tribes. All right, which even when you go into it, the so-called white man has used smallpox to destroy, you would say, the so-called North American Indians, Gad, in the Bible. All right, it says gases, which are their Israelites. It says gases can be used, which cause great inconvenience and would leave the lively terror, and yet would leave no serious permanent effects on most of those that are affected. And this is all bullshit. All right, chemicals do, of course, create problems in people. All right, chemical weapons. All right, which I'm gonna skip over this and just hit the highlights. All right, so you have here, CS, or tear gas, is classified as a chemical weapon, and its use has been banned from warfare since 1933. It nevertheless allowed for domestic riot control. All right, so it says the main ingredients is 2 chloride malan nitrile was discovered in 1928, developed at secret weapons testing and establishment a portion down in 1950s. First on animals and British servicemen. Alright, and they test these things on people, chemicals, which is ridiculous. Alright, it causes eyes to burn, profuse mucus discharge, breathing difficulties, and partial incapacitation. It's considered non-lethal, although it's been linked to permanent heart, lung, and liver damage, miscarriage, and permanent genetic mutations. Alright, this is used. Alright, CS gas or tear gas. They use this shit. Alright, they say World War II, 1943. They said that no chemical weapons were used on Nazis in Second World War, but Americans intended to. Alright, it says that on December 2nd, 1943, German planes bombed an Italian port of Bari. One of the ships sunk was this SS John Harvey, was carrying a secret cargo of mustard gas. Alright, it was so secret that when survivors were rushed to nearby hospital, doctors were not able to give them the right treatment. There were 628 casualties of mustard gas, and the U.S. later admitted 69 deaths were attributed in whole or in part to mustard gas. Most American merchant seamen were. There were civilian casualties which were not counted. It was hushed up. Well, they wouldn't they? Of course they would, because they are the wicked. All right. This is Job, or Job in the Hebrew is Yawab, I believe. And it's 36 and 13. It says, but the hypocrites in heart heap up wrath. They cry not when he bindeth them. Alright, so hypocrites, alright, these fucking actors and such. Alright, which the Hebrew word here is chalap. Alright, or Sakia is chanap. Sakia. Alright, which is hypocritical, godless, profane. Which Esau is profane. Alright, he's outside the temple. Alright, he's spoiled. Alright, irreligious. Alright, simple as that. But they claim to, to be all clean and such, but they're not. So within them, they heap up wrath. Okay, the heap up is shawam, which is to put, to appoint, to make. All right, which is anger. All right, extend. All right, and they have anger within them, and this is why, of course, they they go about, bringing, of course, terror, destruction, chemicals. All right, let's go back to the actual Uh, the next chemical weapon usage, all right, found. All right, this is Vietnam, 1955, 1973. All right, it says in Syria today, world superpowers fought a proxy war both at arm's length and persons over North and South Vietnam. America not only helped South Vietnam to rain down chemical weapons on civilians and combatants alike, but is thought to have dumped 20 million, yeah, I'm not sure if that, let's just say 20 gallons of chemicals itself. Now, I'm not sure if that's millions. All right. Yeah, it didn't come up. Chemicals itself. That's a lot. That's substantial. It says weapons used in included to. It's like it. It says weapons included the defoliant Agent Orange, which, according to the Red Cross, has left 1 million people and many American veterans, which is their own people, all right, which they use a chemical weapon on their own people, all right, which they're veterans, right? You know, they're soldiers, severely ill with what's that? Chromosome or chromosomal defects. Lucky I got the pronunciation off. It said defects, birth deformities, high rates of leukemia and cancer. So, you know, this stuff, Agent Orange, this chemical, which I believe they use that to reveal, like, I believe, like, different enemies and such in the jungle and such. They got napalm and all that. Let me see, it was that Agent Orange. Hit this real quick. See what that defoliant chemical that removes the leaves from the trees and plants and all. Yeah, because it's a grassy area, and yeah, like a wooded jungle-ish area, right? Jungle area, right? It says napalm developed in Harvard was used indiscriminately. All right. They use this chemical weapon as well, napalm. All right. Highly flammable, sticky jelly used in this area. Slocky, I get that. Incendiary bombs and flamethrowers, consistent of gasoline thickened with special soaps. All right. It says it generates temperatures of 1,200 degrees Celsius, cause severe burns, suffocation, carbon monoxide poisoning, and firestorms. All right. They got Waco. All right. They got CS gas there. All right. Iraq. White phosphorus can kill by burning through human tissue. It will carry on burning as long as there's oxygen present. In attempts to extinguish it, merely set something else alright. It melts through skin and cause liver and kidney damage. If inhaled, it could burn the lungs from inside out, and ingesting it could destroy internal organs. Victims defecate a smoking stool. So your shit'll be on fire, basically. It says it is allowed to be used as an illumination or a smoke screen, but not against personnel. It says it was used by U.S. Marines in the first Battle of Fallujah against insurgents to shake and bake tactic, the phosphorus, to get them out of the building, and high explosive to kill them. It says the U.S. complained that in 2009 the Taliban were using it illegally against Allied troops and admitted using it itself. There you go, them telling on themselves again, which that's in the scriptures too. Their tongue shall fall upon themselves, I believe. Tongue. That's in Psalms fall. This information is all here. Yeah, it's Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And that's what everybody's fleeing away. They have figured out that the so-called white man is the devil. All right. You know, and that's basically it. I'm not gonna make this even more long-winded. All right, than what it ought to be. All right. This nation is proud. That's against Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right. This is Proverbs 6:16. It says, I can even start up higher. It says, forwardness, which is perverseness, I believe, is in his heart. He devises mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth Yahweh Bashemel Shai hate. Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are abomination unto him, which is detestable. A proud look, a lying tongue, which you got proud looks, you got pride. All right. And then America, this is the proudest nation. They feel that, of course, which America is Babylon the Great. They're untouched, right? And right now they're being discovered for who they really are. All right. Lying tongues, they're liars. And hands that shed innocent blood. And they, throughout history, you have seen these Edomites have been shedding innocent blood, putting people to death all type of way. You know, I just reading different ways. You know, them doing chemical weapon. You have what's that? Hiroshima and Nagasaki with the fucking what's that? The atomic bomb. All right. It says, in the heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that are swift to run into mischief. All right. The Lord hates all these things. All right. And that's what you Edomites do. All right. So with that, I'm about to close out. I'm gonna get this last precept. Actually, I'm gonna just read it out my book. It's in Book of Ecclesiastes, or out my Apocrypha. It's in the Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5 and verse 13. It says, honor and shame is in talk, and the tongue of man is his fall. All right, in which their tongue has fallen upon you, and it has been your fall. All right, all this information Yahweh Shemel Shai is giving on to us is revealing you damn devils. All right. And, you know, everybody knows you're the devil, all right? You know, and if they don't know by now, they will come to accept it, when, you know, at the end, all right? This Ecclesiasticus 36:2, it says, and Sage says, it says, and send thy fear upon all nations that seek not after thee. Lift up, which the nation that this here place, America, don't seek after Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, Edomites don't seek after Yahweh Shemel Shai. Even 2/3 of our people don't seek after Yahweh Shemel Shai, the Lord of the Bible. All right, lift up thy hand against a strange nation, which we asking Yahweh Shemel Shai to do that, to have mercy on us, which I read. That's up above. All right, it says, against a strange nation, and let them see thy power. And the Lord is doing that. All right, He's showing you His power by bringing you down. All right. And you being revealed. So with that, you know, and soon you're going to see your destruction. So with that, I'm going to close out. All right. And say, Call Halayim La Yahweh Bashim Shai Bahashem Rachak Kodash Yahweh Bashim Shai Barak Call Achim of the elect. Hopefully you've been edified. Here are 7 times the U.S. used chemical weapons on civilians. Read it. Check it out. You know, and you know that this devil is going down with that, which is Babylon the Great and the Edomites who rule it. All right, with that, Shalom.